Hello everyone! Welcome back to Share Vidya's YouTube channel. Today's video is all about mutual funds and its type. So before you invest in a mutual fund scheme, make sure that you watch this video completely and choose which type of scheme is best suited for you. In this video, we will discuss about what is a mutual fund and what are the types of mutual fund. Basically, we have categorized mutual funds on the basis of maturity period and on the basis of types of investment. So folks, are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, so before we begin, let me ask you one question. Suppose if you won a lottery of rupees 5 lakh, what will you do? Well, I know every one of you have one dream destination, that is Switzerland, isn't it? So how will you plan your holiday given that you have 5 lakhs in your bank account? Okay, don't worry. Let me make this simple for you. I will give you two choices. Choice 1 is you plan this trip all by yourself. You will plan the itinerary, you will book the hotel, air tickets, and even figure out the tourist places and local transportation. And on the other hand, I give you the second choice of hiring a tour operator. In the second case, the tour operator will plan everything out for you and you just have to sit in the plane and reach Switzerland and enjoy your dream vacation. So, which sounds a more convincing option for you? If you ask me personally, I would surely go with the second option. Why? Because who wants to do everything and manage everything on a picnic, bro? I just want to enjoy and let the tour operator handle everything for me. The same ideology applies to a mutual fund also. So let's know how. A mutual fund is the type of an investment product which allows a number of people to pool in money, and the fund managers will then invest the same money into various asset classes like stocks, bonds, derivatives, etc. Now, these fund managers are usually the asset management companies of the mutual fund. Basically, in mutual fund, you outsource the knowledge and the expertise of an asset management company to invest your fund. Isn't this an amazing option? Because if you don't know the ethics or if you don't know the basics of investing, the asset management company can surely help you to invest your funds through a mutual fund. Obviously, the asset management company won't work free of cost for you, right? It will charge you a certain percentage, which is called as the expense ratio, which can be in the range of 0.5 to 3% at the maximum. For convenience, mutual funds have two types of investment plan. One is the systematic investment plan and the second is the lump sum investment plan. If we compare the systematic plan versus the lump sum plan, both of them have their own pros and cons. If we talk about the systematic plan, it has a flexible investment option, that is, you pay a certain sum of money each month to pool into your investment. This is also called as small investment or small investing, as in you don't have to give a lump sum or a huge amount of money at the start of the scheme. This is really very useful for those who don't have much savings and are usually salaried people. Systematic investment plans are also beneficial when the markets are falling, because you can keep on collecting the units of the investment or the mutual fund even as the market is falling. So, your net asset value, that is the NAV, is averaged and you incur minimum losses. Hence, it is also termed as low to moderate risk investment. But if we see the lump sum investment plan, it is a one-time investment. That is, you give the mutual fund a big chunk of money at the start of the investment. Hence, it is also called as the large investment. These are ideal in growing markets because when you pool in all your money at once and the markets are growing, your profit also multiplies faster. However, it also has a risk because you don't know when the markets will fall. So it has a moderate to high risk capacity. So if you want to take a call between the SIP and the lump sum investment plan, choose on the basis of whether you can afford to give a one-time investment or you want to make it flexible, and also on the basis of the economy, where the economy is growing or it is falling. So now that we know what is a mutual fund and its type and its plans, let us talk about the types of mutual funds. First, we will be talking on the basis of maturity period. The first is the open-ended scheme. It means that you can buy or sell units of mutual fund at any point of time. Hence, there is no lock-in period or a maturity date to open-ended scheme. The benefit of this scheme is that you get enough liquidity. You can conveniently buy or sell the units at any given point of time in emergency. The closed-ended scheme is the entirely opposite of the open-ended scheme, as in you cannot buy or sell the mutual fund at any given point of time because there is a stipulated maturity period and the investment starting period for this scheme. So, the investor can only invest in the initial launch period or the initial launch date, and after that, the fund gets closed for any new investor. And the investor cannot sell before the maturity date of the scheme. If we talk about the third option, it is the interval scheme, which is a combination of open-ended and close-ended scheme. This scheme allows investors to trade their units at predetermined intervals. So, while deciding between these three options, make sure that you take a call on the basis of your convenience. Now, talking about on the basis of type of investment, we have the equity fund and the debt fund. If we talk about the equity funds, we have 7 major schemes and the others are a combination amongst them. The first is the large cap fund, wherein the company invests a major chunk in large cap companies or large capitalization companies on stock exchange. The same applies to a mid-cap fund wherein the company invests in mid-cap stocks or companies having a medium capitalization on stock exchanges. And if we talk about small cap fund, the company invests in small cap stocks or small capitalization companies on stock exchange. The next is the multi-cap fund. As the name suggests, the company invests in a combination of large cap, mid cap and small cap stocks for a better diversification. The next is the dividend yield funds, wherein the company majorly invests in stocks which have a higher dividend generating capacity or higher dividend yield. The next one is the sectoral funds, which follow a particular sector or particular theme like bank or like pharma sector or IT sector, etc. The last one is the ELSS funds, that is equity linked savings scheme, which invest majorly in the combination of all the funds that we saw, but the uniqueness of this kind of fund is that it has a 3-year lock-in period and also has the tax benefit. Equity kind of funds usually are on the higher risk because of directly linking to stock markets. Hence, the behavior of the fund changes or is in alignment with the stock market. The next type of category is the debt funds. First is the overnight fund, wherein the mutual fund invests in securities, the debt securities, with a maturity day of just one. Hence, it gets the name overnight funds. The next is the liquid fund, which invests in debt and money market securities for up to 91 days maturity. There are some other types of fund which differ on the maturity date, like 3 to 6 months or 6 months to 12 months, for 1 year, for up to 3 years, and so on. The next type of fund is the money market fund, wherein the company invests in debt scheme like money market instruments for up to 1 year. Short to long duration funds are the ones with 3 to 6 months capacity or the maturity date, up to 1 year or up to 3 years, and so on. The next type of fund is the corporate bond funds, wherein the company majorly invests in high rated corporate bonds. The next comes the gilt fund, wherein the company invests in government securities having various maturity dates. And the last scheme is the floater fund, having investment in floating rate instruments. Again, it must be noted that there are some other types of funds under debt funds which are a combination of all these 7 types of funds. Alright folks, that's it from our side. Thank you for watching this video so patiently. After watching all these different types of mutual fund scheme, make sure that you also watch our diversification video to have a better investment. And make sure that you like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.